Hi, my name is Pam Doneen, and I am going to show you some of the frugal habits that I do. And these particular habits, they don't make me feel deprived in any way. In fact, they're quite the opposite. They actually bring me a lot of joy. So let me show you some of these habits that bring me joy and save me a lot of money. So let's go take a look. This next tip that makes me happy and is so simple is regrowing green onions. I regrew these onions. All I did was, after I used the green tops, then I placed the bottoms in water. They grew back. I'm going to be using them in a dish tonight. I don't use them that often, but by the time I need them again, they've grown back. And it makes me happy because they're not rotting in the refrigerator, unusable. They're fresh, they've regrown, they're free, and yes, it does make me happy. Another thing I enjoy is using a buy nothing site. I just recently got these items where what it is, every city and town has a buy nothing site where people post things for free on there, and you can do vice versa, likewise, post things you're no longer using on there. And I got these two mugs that I needed some coffee mugs, and I like the big ones because I only drink 1 cup of coffee a day, and so I want it to be substantial. And then this leather picture frame that I got to put on my picture wall that I just made. And I like the leather, it'll go really well with it. And the thing that's cool is you get something new for yourself. You still get that purchase high that people talk about, but you've spent zero money. Another thing that I have done for many years is after Christmas, I'll go buy Christmas paper that can be used throughout the year. So like this silver, you could use it for weddings, or if somebody was having a 50th or 60th birthday, you could use silver and put a black ribbon on it. Or at a baby shower, you could put pink and blue ribbon. You get the idea with that. And like gold, who doesn't like a package wrapped in gold paper? So those are really versatile. And then some that really didn't look Christmassy to me and are great for year round is like this tree paper. I have so many, well, the only thing that it has is like little snowflakes on it, but I have so many family members that love the woods. So that's perfect for us. Snowflakes and all, even in the summer. You don't really see them, they're perfect. This paper is great for birthdays. I mean, there's the gold stars, but gold stars are year round. So that's a good one. And then this green one, I bought this years ago. It was a really substantial wrapping paper that I bought. My son Cameron's favorite color is green, so this was perfect for birthday packages for Cameron and actually anybody. But these are papers that I can use year round, and I got them on like 90% off clearance, so they were pennies on the dollar. And that would be a great time to pick up teacher's gifts. If you have kids that are still in grade school, pick up teacher's gifts, pack them away for next year. Nothing wrong with saving things. So anyway, that's another thing that I do. Another thing I do is I get coupons for free products a lot from Bath and Body Works. This one is for a smaller size, but usually they're for the full size like this. And what I do is Costco sells these two soaps together. They're 80 ounces, and every once in a while they have them on sale for $3 off the 2-pack, and then they're only $10 for 2. So you get an 80-ounce soap for $5. And what I do is I empty part of it out into an empty container to fill partly with water. I don't do 50-50 water soap, but I do add some water into my soap. And then what I do is I get these from Bath and Body Works, they're a body wash. This one's a scented one. This one is Twisted Peppermint. And then I add it into my soap to give it a scent. And I really like it. So like in the wintertime, it's fun to have peppermint. Last summer, I had a lemon, and there's a new one out that it's a melon one or a peach one. So that's a fun thing to do for free. Or for the smaller products, like this size is for this, I use these as bathroom spray. And they're kind of tiny. They fit nicely on the vanity. They're out of the way and they're free. And I was thinking, I got a big spray. I was thinking I could refill. These lids don't come off. So you can't use it as a refill. I'm going to have to use this as well. Or I could find little perfume containers to use in the bathrooms. Anyway, just some other things to do for free. And I'm using the coupon as directed. And I know people may think, well, golly, you're going and getting all this free stuff and not buying anything. But I feel like if a store is enticing people to go in and get their items and they offer these, I'm not doing anything wrong. And I do buy the pumpkin waffle pecan 3-wick candles like every other year because that's my favorite. But of course, I use coupons for it, and I get it on their candle day, which is once a year in December. It's the first Saturday in December. So that's the only time I buy the candles. But yeah, this is a free thing to do. It makes your soap smell good. It's kind of fun. And just another thing that makes me happy. Another frugal thing that I really enjoy doing is making holiday storage boxes. And I use cardboard boxes. They're actually cardboard apple boxes because they have the slide-on lids and they're sturdy. They all match and they are really great to stack. And then I use greeting cards, calendar pages, thick papers, and my very favorite is kids' artwork from when they were little. And I just glue it on. Or I can also use photographs, which I love. This is Colin when he was a little clown. And then this one is Cameron brought home pumpkins started in a Dixie cup. And those are the pumpkins we got out of one Dixie cup. So they're really fun. And I've done 19 of them so far. Spring for Easter, of course, and a bunch of Christmas boxes, and then fall boxes. So it's really fun. And I did make a video on how I do the storage boxes that I'll put at the end of this video in case you're interested. And all it takes is a glue stick, Mod Podge, and thick tape. And then I use a paintbrush that I just use for painting paint, and I already have. And basically, you get some great storage boxes for pretty much no money. Another thing that I do with my husband Tim is we make and freeze pesto. We grow our own basil and then make a lot of pesto, and then we use it to give as gifts for friends and family. And if you put it with your fresh bread and a salad, you have a very quick, easy, and economical dinner. This next part of the video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make homemade yeast breads. But the one thing that I like to do, like if I make a pan of cinnamon rolls, I like to take it somewhere. That way, if there's leftovers, I can leave them behind. Or if I have people come into my home and I have these cinnamon rolls, it's nice to send them with people. They always appreciate that. And then that way, I don't have them there tempting me. And making breads is so inexpensive, and it's such a treat for people. They really enjoy it. So I'm going to show you how simple it is to do. But I was thinking, if you have frugal ideas that bring you joy, that you do in your life, if you could share them in the comments, I would love to hear them. And also, if you could do like, subscribe, and the notification bell, I'd really appreciate it so much. So anyway, let's go take a look at how easy it is to make yeast spreads. Another thing that is really thrifty and easy to do is making homemade bread. And I will show you how simple it is to do that. And it makes the house smell really good and kind of homey. I wanted to show you how easy it was to use a bread maker. I got this bread maker from my mother-in-law the year my first son was born, and that's been 31 years ago. I did have to replace this pan because I wore out the last one, but this bread maker is so easy to use. And I got this book with it when I got it, and you can see I've used it a lot. And I'm going to show you how to make this Italian herb bread. First, I'll show you the ingredients. It's water, flour, and I did buy bread flour. I usually just use the regular flour. It calls for bread flour, but I've always used the other and it's been fine. Dry milk, sugar, salt, Parmesan cheese, this Italian seasoning, butter or margarine, and then my yeast. So let's just put this together and start the machine. I'm going to show you how simple it is to put this Italian herb recipe together. First, it calls for 8.5 ounces of water, and I'm going to do the 1.5 pound loaf because I have lots of people here for dinner tonight. There is a 1 pound loaf as well, but so I'm going to do 8.5 ounces of water. Then it's 2 3/4 cups of flour. A tablespoon of dry milk. A tablespoon of sugar. 1.5 teaspoons salt. 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. I always do heaping tablespoons because I do like that. And then the Italian seasoning is 2 teaspoons. And then you put 2 tablespoons of the margarine and you cut it into 4 and put it in each corner of your bread maker. And then the last step is you make a well in the middle and put in your, let's see, 1.5 teaspoons of yeast. And that is what you do. And I was thinking, these bread machines, I'm sure you could find them at thrift stores or in the back of your closet or cupboard hiding, because they fell out of favor for whatever reason. I'm not sure. I think maybe people were thinking, oh, you need to do it all by hand. But let me tell you, this is pretty slick for homemade bread. My last step is just put it in my bread maker. I'll do my settings. You can even time it to finish right at dinner time so that you can pull it right out and have hot, fresh bread. So this is pretty slick. And I really do enjoy my bread maker. On the bread maker, there is a dough setting you can use to get it to the point of just where you need to form the bread for like cinnamon rolls, pizza dough, croissants, dinner rolls, or pretzels. Then you form your bread, let it rise, then you cook it, and voila, you have fresh baked goods, and it's so easy to do this. So there you have it. Frugal tips that will save you money as well as bring joy into your life. Again, if you could hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching and have an amazing week.